So, Shamar, I'm back with you. Shalom. Shalom, Kana. How are you? Good to see you. Okay. Uh, okay. Welcome, all of you. Okay, got another lesson here, and those of you that are students of the Word, I'm sure you come across scriptures, and you want to know what you're reading sometimes. And since Yah has appointed me to be an end time messenger of his truth, to bring the remnant of Israel, to gather the remnant of Israel under his truth, to set apart the remnant of Israel by his truth, is important for you to comprehend the precepts of what you read in the scriptures, right? That's what Abiyah put. That's why Abiyah put his scriptures before us, so that for our understanding, our knowledge, and our understanding, our comprehension. Okay. He did not put his scriptures of truth in the book of scriptures for us not to have knowledge and comprehension of. He put them in there so that we would. But Abba Yah ordained, called certain Israelite vessels whom he calls first fruit, and he set them apart. He sealed them with the truth. He taught them the truth by his Ruach HaKodesh. And we are to go out and we are to gather the remnant unto Yah's truth. Not man-made truth, but Yah's truth. That's how he's gathering Israel. He's first gathering Israel spiritually. John 17:17. Yeshua prayed before he left, Father, set these, speaking of his 12, sanctify them by your truth. Your word is truth. Okay? Not man's notions, not man's delusions, whether he be so-called Israelite or heathen. Ain't no delusion gonna set nobody apart, okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now. Ain't no delusion, ain't no notion from no carnal Israelite camp or wicked carnal Israelite bishop or Christian not going to set nobody apart, okay? Creflo, Creator Flow of Dollars, and TD, what they teach ain't gonna set you apart, but it will get you in jeopardy of your soul if you believe the nonsense. That's what it will do. Okay? That's what it'll do. Now, Elder Brother told us in the last days there will be many false teachers and they will go out and deceive many. Okay? And that's why many is deceived. That's why many are being deceived and have been deceived and are deceived. Okay? Now, Daniel 7. I love this because anytime I get a chance to talk about Abba Yah, our Father, who is truly our Father, that's why you have the visage of a Negro, okay? Woolly hair. You see this hair on my head, what I got left? Okay, it's woolly. You see this beard? And you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, why do I look like this? Because you look like Abba Yah. Okay, that's why. And you look like Yeshua, our elder brother. Okay, that's why. Adam, who is our great, 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 great ancestor, Abba Yah said, let us make an Adam. Let us make an Adam in our image, in our own image, in our own likeness. Okay? He was a unique creation. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, son or sister. Okay, brother. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Anyway, I like this. I love the word, and I love sharing the word. Okay, and so anyway, I got this word here, and we'll just go through the whole chapter. Okay, Daniel 7. Okay, I beheld until the thrones were set in place. Okay, so here we go. All right, here we go. Welcome all of you that have joined. All right, I'm just going to read, and and then I may expound on something as I am reading. I may stop and expound on it and then continue on. We'll see how it flows, okay? All right, Daniel 7, verse 1. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions upon his head, and visions of his head upon his bed, okay? Because y'all can talk to you anywhere. When you are a first fruit vessel, okay, let me say this. All first fruit that Yah has chosen are his messengers, and they receive messages, okay, wherever Yah wants them to receive a message, okay? Here, Daniel says, I was laying upon my bed when I got this message from the throne room of Abba Yah. I saw this vision. It was a message that came in the form of a vision, okay? Now, Daniel was in captivity under the Babylonians at this time. He had been carried away into Babylonian captivity, just like Ezekiel was, Daniel was, let's see, and so forth. Okay, and some other prophets. But anyway, Daniel's in captivity, but he's still a first fruit vessel. First fruit vessel is a prophet unto Abba Yah. All right, he's getting this vision. He's getting this dream. He's a young man. I would say somewhere between 13 and 17 years old. Okay. All right. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. And that's why we're reading Daniel 7 here. And a matter of fact, other chapters here relate to revelation that Daniel had to share with those of us who are of Israel. Okay. He wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea. Sounds like Revelation 7, don't it? Revelation 7, when it talks about the four winds, and the other angel came to the four angels who stand on the four corners of the earth, holding back the four winds, okay, of destruction, that no tree, the sea, and the earth would not be hurt. All right, that sounds like the same thing, don't it? Okay. And then we go on. And then he said, and four beasts came up from the sea, diverse from one another. Okay. Now, one thing we're going to learn on this, okay, Israel, that beast is another name for a heathen, your heathen type families. They are the beasts. Okay. Now, I don't care whether you like it or not. It doesn't make me any difference. I've just been instructed. I was instructed by Yeshua some time ago to teach you the truth. And I'm going to tell you something about Abba Yah. Abba Yah ain't concerned about your political or your social correctness, okay? Abba Yah don't need to be socially correct. And I, as his servant, ain't going to be socially correct. I'm going to teach it to you just like it is, son, okay? I don't care whether you like it or not. Doesn't make no difference. Sister, Makes no difference to me, because I took a vow to Yeshua, okay, uh, somewhere about 7 years ago, okay, to teach it like the Ruach gives it to me. So that's why I'm going to teach you plain and clear. All right? Now, you do, then I can't help you. If you can't receive it, that's your problem. He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. Let him hear what the Spirit says. Okay, now, so now you'll find out that your beast, that is a term, that is a prophetic terminology for the heathens, and especially those heathens that are in rulership, especially. And four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse from one another. Yes, because beasts are the different nationalities of beasts. You could go to Psalms 83, and you can see all of the beasts that conspire against Yah's people, Israel. You can go read it yourself, okay? And you got these fake camps out there. You got these fake camps out there that is letting all these heathens in. And guess what? It's not new. Our ancestors did the same thing. A lot of your Pharisees, just to let you know, were Edomites. Yeah, were Edomites. Uh-huh. In the days of Yeshua. Yes. And maybe I'll do a lesson on that sometime. Okay? If you really want to hear more about it, I'll do a lesson on that. It's not a problem. Okay, it's not a problem for the Ruach. Now, in me to do so. Okay, now, and four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse from one another. The first was like a lion. Okay, you know how a lion, in other words, the nature of a lion. Okay, because these are men, but they are beast men. Okay, and that's why the Spirit is relating them to Daniel as the beast that they are, because you know lions are ferocious. The first one was like a lion and had eagle wings, and I beheld until the wings thereof were plucked. Yeah, y'all can pluck these wings, and it was lifted up from the earth and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given unto it. See that? That means intelligence. Okay, intelligence in this particular, a man's the intelligence, okay, of a man was given unto it. And behold, another beast, a second like a bear, okay, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had three ribs in the mouth of it, with of it between the teeth, because it had just devoured some other nations. It had just devoured some other nations. That's why it had these three ribs in its mouth. And see here, and it says, "Arise, devour much flesh." Okay, and that's exactly what this beast did. It arose, and it devoured much flesh. All right, and as we'll see in Revelation, the dragon, you can look up the reference, gave his seat, his power, and great authority to the dragon. Gave his seat, power, and great authority to the beasts of the earth, and that's why they rule. That's why they rule on the earth as we speak. Okay, and they've always ruled. Okay, after Israel lost its rulership, because Israel only ruled for a short period of time. Saints, remnant saints, Israel only ruled for a certain short period of time, and then these other beasts started taking over. Okay. Okay. Because Pandora's box had been opened, so to speak, in the garden. But that's another lesson. So verse 6. After this I beheld, and behold, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given unto it. I told you great authority was given from Satan gave. This is referring to Alexander the Greek. Okay, if you do your research correctly, you will find this out. Okay, you will find this out. This is talking about Alexander the Greek. It's talking about his tactics that he used in warfare, of how he went forth conquering and to conquer nations, other heathen nations, including even Israel, of course. Okay, that's who it's talking about. Do your research. Do your research. Okay. All right. Now, and so then it says, and the beast had four heads, because those four heads, there were four generals that were under uh, uh, Alexander the Greek. Now, your heathens or your heathen Edomites called him Alexander the Great. You'll say, why does he call him Alexander the Greek? Because that's what he was. He was from Macedonia. He was a Greek. Okay, and the Greeks came, and eventually they conquered. And Rome eventually came. Another set of Edomites came and conquered the Greeks, and now we're living in the revived Roman Empire, annex or extension of it. But he had four generals that divided up, that went out and colonized Egypt, because those people that you see over there in Egypt, that's not the typical. Uh, those weren't typical look of Egyptians. Egyptians were much darker than you find those over there in modern Egypt now. But Alexander the Greek had four Greek generals, and after his death, he died at around age 32 or so. And after his death, his generals divided up Egypt into different and took different portions of land. And then of course the Roman or the Greek armies went through and colonized Egypt, and that's why you have what you call a lot of those Hamites over there. They are mixed with they're Greek. They're a Greek and Hamite mixture. That's why they look the way they look. Okay. Okay. So now, but just know the original Hamites were dark skinned, but dark complected. All right. Now, and then in verse 7, after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the other beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Okay, this is referring to your Romans. Okay, your Romans came and replaced the heathen beasts, the heathen Greek beasts that were ruling the earth. That's what you're seeing. Because in Satan's kingdom, the way he got things set up, one nation will come against another heathen nation. That's why Yeshua said there would be nation against nation. That means heathen against heathen. Okay, heathen nation against heathen nation, because that's how Satan got his stuff set up. Okay, that's how he got his set up. That's why Yeshua said, if Yah's house be divided, it cannot stand. Okay, that's why we should not be divided, and that's why Yeshua had to come, and he had to bring the 12 tribes back together again, because they were two kingdoms, and you cannot, even Yah's kingdom can't stand if it be divided. Okay, his children. Okay, and so and it was diverse from all the other, and they had 10 horns. Okay. It's interesting. If you go read Zechariah 8:23, it tells you about 10 heathen men from all the heathen nations will come at a set time. They will come and they will grab hold of the robe of he that is of the tribe of Yehuda. Okay, the tribe of Yehuda. Okay, saying, we will go with you, because we have heard and we have seen that Abba Yah is among you, or with you, or works through you. Okay, that's Zechariah 8:23. Okay, verse 8. I considered the horns. Behold, there came up among them another little horn, before who there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the root. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. Okay, Satan has under his kingdom, Satan has what you call certain principalities and powers and wicked spirits that operate. Okay, that operate, and they have authority, just like Abba Yah's angels have authority. Okay, when you hear the sound of a trumpet is a very when it sounds, the trumpet has a very authoritative type sound. It has a sound different than a piano or a violin. Okay, a trumpet is a very authoritative sounding instrument. Okay, verse 9. I beheld. Now here we go. I beheld, or I watched, Daniel said, in this vision that was given to me. I beheld until the thrones, with the S, were set in place. That's what it means. Okay. The angels came and set Abba Yah's throne and Yeshua's throne in place. Okay. Because we're getting ready to see the coronation, if you will, of where Yeshua Elohim received authority from his father. I'm getting ahead, but I just want to let you know what we're seeing here. I beheld until the thrones were set in place, and the Ancient of Days did take his seat. Who is the Ancient of Days? The Ancient of Days is Abba Yahweh. Okay? YHWH. Okay? That's his personal name. Yeshua said, I came in my Father's name. Yeshua received that name because he came forth from the very bosom of the Abba Yah himself. He was not created. He came forth. He was manifested forth from Abba Yah. Now let's look at Abba Yah. Let's look at our creator and our father. Our father, okay? Israelite. You Israelites, let's look at our father. You want to know why you look the way you look, Israelite man? You get ready to see. Okay? But it's not enough to just have the visage of an Israelite man. You need to have the character, the attributes. And the only way you're going to have the attributes is through receiving his spirit. Let us, that was the Father, the Son, or the Word, and the Ruach said, the Father was speaking to Word Elohim, the Spirit said Elohim, and said, let us make an Adam in our own image and our own likeness. Okay, moving on. And I beheld until the thrones were set in place, and the Ancient of Days did come and take his seat, whose garment was white as snow, the hair of his head like pure wool. You see that on my head, what I got left? It's like, look at your head. Look at your head, Israelite. Israelite man, Israelite woman. Okay, you Israelite women, you were made for Israelite man. That's why you got woolly hair. And you were created in Abba Yah's image. That's why you got woolly hair. Now, don't expect to hear this from an Edomite or any other heathen. Don't expect to hear it, okay? Baby girl, brother, don't expect to hear it because you won't, okay? And the Ancient of Days did take his seat, whose garment was white as snow, the hair of his head like pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, his wheels as a burning fire. A fiery stream went forth from his throne and came back unto him. Okay, this is what's going on now. It's a frightful sight, but this is our Abba Yah's vision that he gave Daniel of his throne. Okay, him taking his seat. Now Daniel saw it. Okay. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands and thousands served him. That's what it means, ministered. They served him. And 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. Judgment was set and the books were open. You see this? Now, who are these people standing before him? Okay, here's a little something I'm going to tell you right now. All Israelites that believe in the Son, okay, believe in Yah, they all go to heaven. Yes, but you cannot go there in your flesh and blood body. That's why the scripture said you could not stand before the presence of Yah, okay, and live, okay? All right? Because, and you cannot go to heaven. Only way you're going to get to heaven, you have to be invited, and you have to go there in your spirit body. Flesh and blood cannot enter into heaven, okay? See, people read wrong. Okay, let me just say this. People read wrong. It don't mean you can't go to heaven, but means you can't go in your natural body. There's no way you can go in your natural body. Yeshua didn't go in his natural body. Elijah was translated as he rose up above the earth and was taken away in the chariots. His mantle fell back to earth, meaning that he dropped off his physical body and only had a spiritual body and did not have any more need for his cloak, okay? And it fell to the ground and Elisha picked it up, okay? I can't help that you listen and have listened to Israelite instructors that the Ruach Yeshua did not appoint and the Ruach did not teach and anoint. That's not my problem. You never heard that before. I'm just giving you what the book says, okay? And I'm Jeremiah 3:15. I'm giving you the comprehension, not only the knowledge, but the comprehension of it, as I was instructed to do. That's why I do it, okay? That's why I do it, okay? That's right, Chandra Israel. Not in this corruptible body. It can't go. It can't go. All right? Now, so this is a vision of our Abba Yahweh. That's why we look like him. That's why I'm saying his hair, the hair of his head was like pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. Okay, we'll discuss the wheels some other time. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him. Those are angels. Why is it mentioned it twice? Some are angels, others are saints. Okay. He's referring to Daniel seeing angels, angelic beings, and he's also seeing 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. Judgment was set, and the books were open. Verse 11, and I watched then because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. I beheld even until the beast was slain, and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. Okay, what happens to the beast? What happened to the beast? I told you that there are four beasts. You got your heathens, which are the beasts. Okay, now look, don't get mad at me because it is what it is, baby. Okay, it is what it is. Don't get upset with me. Okay. So now, and Daniel watched until the beast was slain, and his body, his spiritual body, destroyed and given to the burning flame. Okay, all right, that's what he saw. Now you say, who is this beast? No doubt it was Alexander the Greek. Okay, who was one of the beasts that Satan used, okay, to let the heathen, the Greek heathens, gave his power to run all over the earth, conquering and conquering. Alexander the Greek, before he died at a very young age, at 32, and but before he died, he had conquered. You go through this is all in history. he had conquered most of the known world. Okay. All right. Uh, even generals today study his maneuvers that he used, his tactics on the battlefield. Okay. And who do you think gave him that wisdom to be able to conquer like that? His father, Satan. But you see that he was destroyed, and Daniel's watching this. You see, he was destroyed. Daniel is seeing this before it happened. Okay. All right. Even until the beast was slain and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. And as concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and a time. And that's why you see the heathen beasts still running the earth today. Okay? That's why you see them still ruling over the earth today. Okay? I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds. That means Yeshua, the word Elohim, travels. Okay? Back, Yeshua saw, okay, Daniel saw when Yeshua received authority, all right, and dominion from his father. He saw that. He saw this ceremony that took place in heaven. So this is what Daniel's getting ready to share with us. I'm just getting ready to show you, because you know Yeshua, our elder brother and Messiah, told us that the Father has given me all authority and power. Right now, what you're getting ready to read is you're getting ready to read. Did anybody see it? Yes. Daniel, the prophet, saw the coronation, if you will, we can use that term, of the Son of Man, the Son of Man. Why do I say the Son of Man? Because there are other sons of men. All sons of Adam are sons of men. Okay? But we must return to sonship. How do we return to sonship? Through our elder brother Messiah, Yeshua, being pronounced cleansed by him and receiving the Ruach HaKodesh, the divine nature in us, and being filled with the Ruach HaKodesh. That's what you got to have. You got to return to sonship. Where is that found? Where is it? Galatians chapter, what is it, 3 or 4? Okay. Hebrew, Israelite man, just it is not enough for you to know that you are the natural bloodline. You better return to sonship, and you can't do it unless you come through Yeshua. No man come to the Father except through the Son. You got to come through Yeshua. You got to be cleansed by him, John 15:3. You have to be born of the Spirit, John 3:5. Acts 1:8. You shall receive power. After that, the Ruach HaKodesh has come upon you. And do you get a divine language that your Father understands and that your elder brother understands and the holy angels understand? Yes, you do. Okay? Yes, you do. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 2. Don't send me no stupid comments, okay? I'm reading it all out of the book. I'm giving you the scriptures. You can go look them up, okay? I'm reading it out of the book, okay? It's what I'm doing. Now, I know there's terrorists that don't like what I'm saying. That's your problem. If I was you, I would go out into the park and feed some birds or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go do something like that until your time for y'all to send his holy angels to bundle you up and take you on and burn you up. Okay? Because yes, you do have heathens. You have what you call tares. What should they look like? Hebrew Israelites, but they are tares that Satan has planted amongst the wheat, the true Israelites remnant. Okay? Now, all right. As concerned, okay, I read that. I saw in the night visions, behold, one like the Son of Man, this is Yeshua, came. Why does it say like the sons of men? Like the Son of Man? Because Daniel's a son of man, because he was a Hebrew. I'm a son of man. Okay? Our elder brother, we look like our elder brother. Our elder brother looks like us. You better go read 1 John real quick before you open your mouth and say something stupid. You better go read 1 John chapter 3, verse 1 and 2. Okay? Before you say something stupid. All right? Now, this is why it says, one like the Son of Man. This is the Son of Man. Okay, as we will see. I saw in the night visions, behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds. He came. Yeshua travels in the clouds when he's in heaven. He travels in the clouds. And came to the Ancient of Days. That's Abba Yah, his father. And he was brought close. He came into the throne room of the Ancient of Days, where these two thrones have been set up. With an S. Thrones. Thrones. Okay, you anti-messianic, that just shoots your little lies down, you devil. Yeah, and I love it. The Ruach HaKodesh in me loves shooting your lies down. The spirit of truth is in me to tell the truth. And I don't give a damn about what your lie is, son, because I know what you are, a tear. Okay? So get out of my face. Okay? Tear, get out of my face. If you can't bring, because no tear can bring the truth, and no tear can worship Abba Yah in spirit and truth. Okay? No tear can worship Abba Yah in spirit and in the truth. That's why you ain't got no truth. And that's why you ain't got the unction from the Ruach HaKodesh to teach. And that's why the Ruach HaKodesh ain't teach you jack. Okay? Now this is making it clear. Making it clear, Ephesians chapter 4, verse 11, 15. 1 John chapter 2, verse 27. 1 John chapter 2, verse 20. Okay? Jeremiah 3, verse 15. Isaiah 49, verse 6. Luke 21, verse 15. Go look them up. Go look them up, baby. Now, so now these angels have just brought word Elohim, the Son of Man, the only begotten Son of Abba Yah, the Ancient of Days, into the throne room before the Ancient of Days. And then they escorted him. They brought him close. They escorted him, one on each side, up to the throne of Abba Yah. One walked him up to the throne, and he's standing before Abba Yah. He's standing before his Abba Yah, his father. And he's about to receive something from Abba Yah. So they brought him closer to him. So they set him down from the chariots. They hovered down, okay, brought him down to the floor, some distance away from the throne of Abba Yah. Then when he comes out of the chariot, okay, we'll just call a cloud here, two angels, one on each side, no doubt, Archangel Michael and Gabriel on each side, they escort him up to stand before the throne of his father, Abba Yah, Yahweh. Okay, and Abba Yah is going to say something. And there was given him from the Ancient of Days, dominion, glory, a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. That's what it is, baby boy. Who's supposed to serve? Who are all heathen nations, all people. That includes Israel and the heathens. Okay, because the heathen is supposed to be serving us as we follow Christ. They're supposed to be relearning from us and learning how to follow Father in spirit and truth. But they don't do it. And they're supposed to recognize us as the kings, the rightful kings and priests on earth, but they don't do it. But every one of us is not a rightful king and priest, on the earth. Okay, but now Yeshua is receiving his authority. Okay, so here it is. Here is Daniel saw it. And there was given unto the Son of Man dominion, glory, a kingdom, that all people, heathens, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away. His kingdom is that which shall not be destroyed. Okay? I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit and in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. I came near unto one of them that stood by, one of the angels that stood by, no doubt, and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me and made me to know the interpretation of the things. These great beasts, which are four kings, they are four heathen kings. Okay? Now go do your research. I know you thought the heathens, everybody was the same, but you was mistaken. Okay? You was mistaken. Because a heathen and the royal line, okay, the royal Israelite line, okay, ain't the same type of creation. Okay? Now I know you thought so, but you just somebody lied to you. Okay, and we know who lied to you. These great beasts, which are four heathen kings, which shall arise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever and ever. Verse 19, then I would know the truth of the four beasts, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, break in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet, the remainder with his feet. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and the other which came up, and before him 3 fell. Okay, 3 heathen kings fell. What were they? The Babylonians, the Medes, the Persians, the Greeks. Okay? And you got your Roman. So now you got your Roman coming up now. You got your, Satan's bringing that Roman up now. He's bringing that Roman heathen beast up to bring down the Greek beast. He's finished with that. He finished using that heathen, and now he's bringing up some of his other children. Okay? His other heathen children. And they're going to be the ruling beast. This was what's going on here now. Even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. Okay? So that means he is more intimidating than the others. That's what that means. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. Okay, you know that Alexander the Greek came in and ruled over, and you know the Roman, you know Rome, you know Caesar, and you know those Roman generals, okay, came in and conquered Israel. In the days Yeshua was walking on earth and known to us as Yeshua, he grew up as a young man and had his ministry around about Israel when Israel was occupied by the Romans. You know that. So I don't know what you're talking about. And you know what a Roman looks like. Stop it. You that are so ignorant in your mind to sit up here and say, Esau ain't the white man. Esau, you're an idiot. And you're an idiot. Okay? You're such an idiot. Okay? Because we got pictures of what Nero looked like. We got pictures of what Pilate looked like. So you're such an idiot. We got pictures of what Herod looked like. So you're such an idiot. Herod was an Edomite. Okay? And because you can't understand, well, how can an Edomite that came from Esau look different and have Isaac and a mother? How can he look different than his brother Jacob? Okay, you need to go back and look at some of my videos where I talked about the strain of Cain and about what, whatever the videos where I talked about what happened in the garden. Okay, okay, something happened in the garden which made that possible. Okay, okay. Now, all right, I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. Yes. You know what happened in 70 AD. That's how we fled into uh, what they call the west part of Africa. That's why Esau came and scooped us up from there and brought us over here to the Western world. So you look, you know, but if you want to be ignorant, be ignorant. That's your problem. Until the Ancient of Days came and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. The time is coming when the saints will possess the kingdoms of this world. Yes, that time is coming. And then go read Isaiah 60 verse 12. Then go read what is it? Isaiah 14 1 and 2. Or is it Jeremiah 14 and 1 and 2? But anyway, but it's one of anyway. Yeah, go check it out. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, the fourth and the last kingdom, we're in it now, which shall be diverse from all the other heathen kingdoms before it, and shall devour the whole earth. Yes, yes, he sure did. Alexander Greek sure did. And the Greeks and the Romans, the same people. Okay, don't make no mistake. Greco-Roman, you're still dealing with the same children. Okay, Greco-Roman, same thing. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall arise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. Okay, he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints. He will seek to wear out the saints, and shall and think to change times and laws. He will think to change times and laws. That's why the Most High says a new day begins at sunset. The, the Most High says a new day begins when the sun goes down. When the sun is going down, okay, that's the beginning of another day. There's 7 days, right? Okay, uh, there are 7 sevenths. Okay, and then the seventh is our Sabbath. But when the sun goes down is a new day. So why is it saying this here? Because Esau did change times and laws. Okay, here's an example. Esau says a new day begins at 12:01 a.m. Abba Yah says a new day begins 1 minute after sunset. Okay, what's an example where he will change laws? Okay, what's an example that he will change laws? Okay, one example is that when they instituted uh, homoism. Okay, it's okay to marry a man to marry a man and a woman to marry a woman. Okay, and then they've got laws in the book. I understand where these heathen nations have passed laws where it's okay for an old man to mess with a child, male or female child, or to mess with beast, or to marry some beast, their dog, a lamb. Okay, read it. Okay, read it. It's common knowledge. Okay, so yes, they did change laws. Okay, because the Most High did not put no what they call Steve. What is it? What's that? How they Abba Yah did not create uh Steve and whatever else. What is they have some saying for that. But anyway, uh Abba Yah created a man for a woman. Okay, he created an Edomite woman for a Edomite man. He created a Moabite for a Moabite woman. So so on and forth. He did not put nothing together like no man and man and say they could be married or joined. Okay, stop it. Okay, stop it. But when you believe in stuff like that, you're just showing yourself to be a damn terror. Okay, or a wicked heathen. Okay, that's what you're showing yourself to be. So now that's an example of that. And shall be given into his hand until the time and times and dividing of time. See, the whole world has been given to the God of this world with a little g, which is Satan. Satan is the God of this world system. And that's why you see, and he always wanted to fill the earth with a lot of wicked souls. That's why you see a lot of wickeds on the earth. Okay. Why do you see a lot of wickets on the earth? And some of you have even given birth to wickets. Okay? Don't, hey, look, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Okay? Satan wanted it that way. Right? He always wanted to have a kingdom. And he wanted to set his throne up there by Abba Yah, but Abba Yah kicked his ass the hell out with Michael and the angels. Okay? So, but he was able to, through some little trickery that he ran on Mrs. Adam, and he was able to get a, by default, he was able to get control over the earth. Okay, by default. Okay, so now, but it's going to be like that until Abba Yah comes. Okay, as we read, verse 22 up there. And then it says, but the judgment shall sit, they shall take away his dominion to consume and destroy it until the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints. If you want to know what the definition of saints is, that is referring to a righteous Israelite. That is referring to a saint is a Israelite who worships Yah in spirit and in truth. That's what a saint is. Not every Israelite is a saint. Okay, get that out of your mind. Just because you got woolly hair and melanated skin and a broad nose and full lips, okay, and visage of an Israelite, don't make you the kind of Israelite that Yah is looking for. Okay? Look, I know a lot of people lied to you and told you something else, and you got excited. Oh, I's an Israelite. I's an Israelite. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you don't return to Yah in spirit and truth, you're going to hear Yeshua said, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you. Okay? That's what you're going to hear. I never knew you. All right? So now, I've talked 51 minutes. Looks like I need to end this segment, but you can read the rest of it of Daniel 7. This has been Elder Shamar. Shalom, Remnant Israelite family.